everyone. We would like to welcome all of our new SAS and preclinical students. We know that it took a lot of hard work and determination for you to be starting this semester at SGU, and want to describe in this brief video how the Department of Educational Services Learning Strategies Unit is here to support you to not only survive university, but more importantly, to thrive, especially in this first semester. One of our goals in supporting you is to ensure you find balance in both your academic and non-academic life. University life is a difficult journey which can be very challenging at times. Simply rereading chapters till your eyes glaze over and doing all-nighters and skimping on sleep will not benefit you for your long-term goals. We want to work with you to ensure you develop a specialized schedule which allows you to have sufficient previewing and reviewing time for each course, initiating assignments and studying for exams early, avoiding procrastination, and also have time for non-academic duties and enjoyments such as house chores, exercise, watching your favorite show, and spending time with your family and friends. A positive and open mindset can be one of the most powerful tools you implement in university. Learning is a journey, and if you switch your motivation to learning to learn rather than learning to pass, you will be able to approach your courses with a curious brain rather than a closed mindset. You must have a few short-term goals that are achievable milestones to get you to reach your long-term goals. Everyone, and I mean everyone that is listening to this video, is capable of obtaining your bachelor's degree or future educational goals from SGU. If one of your long-term goals is graduation, think about what are some short-term goals that you can do to get you walking across that stage in your cap and gown to receive your diploma. It is normal to feel overwhelmed and frustrated at times, but completion of these short-term goals can give you that push to keep striving for greatness. Now imagine starting the first day of class being served a nice, fluffy, hot pancake. The butter and syrup are drizzling down the sides. Imagine that we told you that each and every day you are going to be served that same pancake to the last day of finals. For some of you, that pancake might taste great the first couple of weeks, but after a while, you get tired of it and you don't eat a week's worth of pancakes. Those pancakes don't go away just because you didn't want to eat them. Now, instead of a one hot, fresh pancake each day for the week, you are now stuck with 7 cold, stale pancakes that you have to force down to eat. These pancakes actually represent information taught in lectures that you need to review. In the beginning of the semester, you are proactive and study all your lecture material in a timely manner, but as the semester rolls on, you tell yourself you will study on the weekend. And then the weekend becomes next weekend. And sure enough, it is time for the exam and you are cramming the night before. We encourage you to always review your lecture material within a 24-hour time span, as course assignments, exams, and projects can get backed up very easily, and no one likes cold pancake. We all procrastinate at one point of the semester. There are usually 4 main procrastination mindsets. The just now mindset could be 5 minutes or 5 hours or even 5 days. You either think it won't take that long, so you aren't rushing, or you trick yourself to think you can get it done in less time than it will. The do best under pressure mindset is when we cram the night before the exam or start a 5 to 6 page paper a day before it's due because you think it pressures you to really focus. The problem with this mindset is it might have worked once, years ago, and you keep thinking it still works when actually it really doesn't. The just need to pass mindset is a dangerous one to get into. Not every class is going to be your best class, nor are you going to think that each lecture is the most fascinating thing you've ever heard. There will be information that you just need to comprehend in order for future application. Remember, one of your long-term goals was to graduate graduate with a bachelor's degree. An additional long-term goal could be getting a job in that subject area or continuing your education here at SGU. If you have a just need to pass mindset, you are starting from scratch each and every semester and aren't applying any of the content that you were exposed to in lecture. This will be 5 times as much work and you will be miserable throughout the process. Lastly, the avoid at all cost mindset is one that we often do. Let's say you are taking a difficult course that you don't understand the material, and every time you look at it, you become more and more confused and feel less confident. Most of us don't like to feel this way, so we push this course to the side and spend time on the courses that interest us or that we are doing well in. The problem with this mindset is that whether or not you like the course, you need to pass this course in order to enroll in classes. Remember, rather than holding off till midnight after a long day when you're tired, start this material right after class when it is fresh, or better off, grab a study partner and study it together. Most of us grew up with our teacher writing on the blackboard, and then we would copy that into our exercise book. Next, we would reread those notes and then memorize them for the exam. We would then regurgitate those notes during the exam, and then 5 minutes after the exam, we couldn't remember anything that we learned. Learning at university is different because we encourage discussion, debate, and critical thinking. We want you to think in why and how rather than just what is. Many of us think of studying as just rereading notes, highlighting our textbook, or watching a video. These are all passive ways of studying. We want you to be able to dissect a PowerPoint, pick out the most high yield or important content, and be able to explain that to yourself or somebody else. Research tells us that if you can teach it to somebody, you know it. Most of us trick ourselves by having all of the notes in front of us and then test ourselves. The true test is to put those same notes to the side and see if you can explain that information for 5 to 10 minutes without looking at your notes. The goal is to always be an active student and learner as possible, with your learning to not only be aimed at content retention, but also application for course assessments and future courses. This is a small list of various strategies that we can assist you with as you are on your journey to become a help-seeking, self-regulated student. Some of the ways you have studied or approached courses in the past might have worked and might work in this setting, and some might need to be altered to have you excel at this new level. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, and everyone has their own preference and style as to what works best for them. That is why we have offered general strategies that we have seen to be effective through hundreds of workshops and student appointments, as well as developed specific individualized plans for students that are customized to suit your own needs. Making a schedule, especially an online learning environment, is essential for your academic success and mental health. It is vital for you to look at your various syllabi and mark down when things are due, as it is very easy to lose track. Typically, the first set of quizzes happen around week 4, midterms are week 8, the next set of quizzes occur around week 12, and finally, finals are week 16. It is also very likely that if you don't have a realistic but detailed schedule, you will procrastinate and therefore be eating a lot of cold, stale pancakes. We will be sending you a Google Doc online calendar that has a weekly and semester calendar that we can work with you to create. You can always use various apps or a physical planner to help you organize. In addition to a semester schedule, it will be very important for you to map out what your week will look like and how you will balance online classes, studying, and your normal responsibilities in and outside of the home. This is a sample of how you can break down your day and your week, but by no means is it the only way. The key to make this successful is for it to be realistic and to be based on your most focused times during the day and evening. Think of when are the times that the house is less busy and you can be alert for a couple hours at a time. We can work together to make one of these schedules with you and also adjust it if it's not working for you. Lastly, there might be some days when you only have the bandwidth to plan for that specific day, and that's completely okay. It helps to break it up in sections and to organize more of a to-do list with small tasks or hour study periods so you feel less overwhelmed and feel more accomplished for your goals of your day. We have an online learning strategies platform in which we have tip sheets, videos, and helpful resources on how to excel in both academic and non-academic life. In addition, we are constantly uploading new content-specific resources for your various courses to increase your self-testing and practice. These content-specific resources are aimed to not replace your existing coursework, but more to complement your engagement with the material. There is a separate video that will be included in your Sakai page that goes into more detail on how to access My Coach SAS and interact with it. We know that you all have various class schedules and responsibilities and commitments outside of now attending university, especially for working and part-time students, as well as those students that aren't in the same time zone as Grenada. In the current online learning climate, we want to reassure you that we are here for you and for you to feel supported as much as possible. We have extended working hours Monday through Thursday, so at least one of us will be holding regularly scheduled office hours till 6 p.m. If you don't see availability for the time that you need, feel free to email us so we can find a day and a time that is convenient for you. Finally, there are multiple ways you can make an appointment with one of the SAS learning strategists. You can make an appointment through the Insight online booking platform, call one of the DS secretaries, or email either one of us, Dr. Orlando or Miss Mahabir, as our personal emails are shown on the screen. We want you to come, and we want you to come often. We have students that make appointments with us from time to time, as well as students that prefer to have weekly appointments. This is a support service that not many universities have, and with online learning, it is vital to develop and maintain connections with faculty. We wish you all the best in this first semester here at SGU and are excited to be a part of your journey to excellence.